What's up, y'all? This is Mondays Mean Business, and today we're going to talk about 5 mistakes entrepreneurs make when naming their LLC. Check it out. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. My name is Saluto Uba, and I am the entrepreneur lawyer as well as the founder of the Uba Law Group. We're a law firm that focuses on business formation and intellectual property to help you protect your assets, save money on taxes, and attract quality clients. Today, we're going to talk about 5 mistakes that you're probably making when setting up your LLC, or if you're thinking about it, 5 mistakes that often happen. So the reason we're talking about this is because starting your LLC is a pivotal process onto entrepreneurship and really launching your business. But many people get caught up on just a simple question of what to name it. So we're going to give you 5 tips, we're going to give you strategies and advice so you don't make the mistakes that a lot of people tend to make. But before we do that, I want to ask you to hit that like button and that subscribe button if these videos are giving you value. If you're a new entrepreneur, we drop tips, strategies, and hacks to help you maximize your growth and steer clear of legal and tax trouble. So mistake number 1 is not doing a search of LLCs in your state. So if you didn't know, each LLC is regulated by the state, and the Secretary of State's office has a list of all the names of current LLCs. So if you apply for an LLC and you don't do a search, you might get rejected because the name that you've chosen is someone else's. This is a very easy and avoidable mistake, but so many people fall into it because they just think of a name and they just throw it in there, not realizing that you're probably not the first person who's come up with that name or come up with that idea. So you need to do a search on the Secretary of State's website, the Comptroller's website, or something similar that has a full database of all the LLCs that have already been set up. Now, mistake number 2 is doing too big of a search and doing a nationwide, across the country search when you're trying to name your LLC. So it's like I just said in the previous tip, LLCs are state-specific entities. So in all 50 states, you can have the same LLC just in each different state. So you don't need to be concerned about the entire country. You need to be focused on your specific state to see if that name is available. Because like I just said, you can have a name that's already taken in another state as long as it's available in your state. So you want to make sure that you're searching, but you want to make sure that you're only searching in your state and not nationwide. Because what's going on all across the country doesn't matter if that name is available in your state. Okay, mistake number 3, using prohibited words in the name of your LLC. And so what do I mean by that? Generally, you're free to call your LLC whatever you want. However, there are a few prohibited words, and there's some lists and different categories of things that you cannot call your LLC. So for instance, in the state of Texas, you can't use any words or name that's affiliated with the state or federal or regulatory agencies. So that you can't call your LLC FBI LLC. Or something like that. Similarly, you can't call it financial institution, or you can't call your LLC, school district, or something that implies that it's an institution that's regulated at a state or federal level. And so what happens is many times businesses will get their LLC name rejected because they've included something that's on a prohibited list. And we're going to link an article that has a more expansive explanation and has a breakdown for state by state things that are prohibited. So don't make that mistake and don't get your LLC name rejected because you use a word or a name or something, some element in there that is restricted. Mistake number 4. Business owners fall in love with their LLC names. And honestly, that's just not a good look. So I've been doing this for a while, and I've done lots of different deals in real estate. I've done deals with my law firm. I have other companies where we've done deals. And let me tell you a secret. Nobody cares about your LLC name. I'm gonna say it again. Nobody cares about your LLC name. So forget about falling in love with your LLC name. So what you really want to do is use a name that's aloof and is not easy to tidy. You want to find something anonymous, because that ties into mistake number 5 that entrepreneurs make, is not using a DBA the right way for your marketing purposes. We've talked about DBAs before, and what that stands for is doing business as. So that's an assumed name for your business or a trade name for your business. What the DBA allows you to do, number 1, is if you're not using the exact legal name of your business, you can use a DBA to market and as a trade name that you use to advertise your business on a regular day basis. So for instance, if your LLC name is Joe's LLC, unless you use that name Joe's LLC, you technically can't market some different name for your business. You're supposed to use your actual legal name. So if you register a DBA, to talk about to be something else like Joe's Crab Shack, then you can use a more marketable name, a trade name, to properly advertise your business and to use something that your customers can recognize and understand this is what we provide. So your DBA needs to be registered so you can use it and market your business appropriately. And a lot of business owners forget that DBA is available to them when naming their business. So I told you we're only gonna do 5, but we got a bonus tip for you. And it goes on the flip side of the DBA. One thing that people don't remember, and a mistake that business owners often make, is that you can use multiple DBAs that have the same name in the same state. So earlier we talked about how if somebody else already has your business name and that's the official registered LLC name that they've set up, you can't use it. Well, that rule does not apply for DBAs. You can have a bazillion DBAs with the same name in the same state. So if you thought you were in a box, you see someone else has already formed an LLC with your same name, you can just register that as a DBA, and that's a hack around that restriction. Now, I would tell you, just for a marketing standpoint, you probably don't want to have the same business name as someone else, but if you just fallen in love with a particular name and you just know that you gotta have it, this is a strategy that you can use to get around that rule. You can just create a DBA and have a million businesses with the same name, or you can use that same name that somebody else has. All right, y'all, so that's been my top 5 mistakes and a bonus one that entrepreneurs make when naming their LLCs. Hopefully now that you've seen this video, you will not make that same mistake, and then you'll be able to set up your business and launch it the right way for success. Before I get out of here, I just want to share a workshop that we're going to be launching next month in July. It's called the Business Blueprint Workshop. If you've gained value from tips like these, if you've seen my other videos and you've heard the strategies for saving money, for protecting your business, for protecting your brand, then you definitely need to be at the workshop, because it's custom made for people who have businesses that have exploded in growth and who have done really well in this pandemic in the past year. And if you're looking for a little bit more guidance, the Business Blueprint Workshop is for you. So we're going to drop details underneath in the description, in the comments, and you need to save your seat now because it's going to be incredibly dope. Anyway, until next time, keep on grinding, keep on hustling. I still believe in you guys, and don't forget, Mondays mean business. Peace.